Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of RUW Decimation. And man, what a show RUW Walking on Pins and Needles was. If you haven't watched that, man, I suggest you go back and you watch Walking on Pins and Needles, because that was an absolutely crazy show. I am your commentator for the evening, Alex Black, and man, what a night of action we have in store for you here tonight. And oh my God, did you see Alexander Kelly's surprise at the Decimation House Show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? That is also on the YouTube channel. Alexander Kelly revealed that the man who assaulted him a few weeks back was none other than the nemesis, James Taylor. All James Taylor wanted to do was to take everything away from Alexander Kelly. And speaking of Alexander Kelly, he will be calling the main event of the evening. And in Alexander Kelly's blockbuster announcement at the Decimation House Show in Pittsburgh just the other night, Alexander Kelly recruited Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And the Shield is now in RUW with Alexander Kelly as their leader. What the hell is happening? But anyway, we'll get to that later in the main event. Here is the assassin Mark Jones, unfortunately losing his Intercontinental Championship to JT at Walking on Pins and Needles. But man, hey, Mark put up a good fight. If you ask me, Mark put up a good fight. He came up short, but I can guarantee you, Mark is certainly not done collecting gold here in RUW. But here is the brand new RUW United States Champion, King Vampire, defeating Judas at Walking on Pins and Needles. Now, I do want to make an announcement, all right? After this week, King Vampire will be taking some time off. I don't know how long. It could be 1 week, it could be 2. I don't know, but he asked for time off. And after a heated debate between him and Alexander Kelly, because Alexander Kelly said that a fighting champion shouldn't take time off. But anyway, after a heated debate, Alexander Kelly reluctantly agreed to give King Vampire time off. But he will be competing here tonight. But he will be off for the next week or however long he wants to be off. But this is a triple threat match to kick us off. And here is Brent Oakley. Brent Oakley, man, we saw an incredible performance between him and the Spartan Brandon Collins at Walking on Pins and Needles, where Brent picked up the victory. And man, what an amazing match that was. Both Brent Oakley and Brandon Collins do not disappoint whenever they compete in RUW. This is a triple threat match to kick us off. The assassin Mark Jones, the United States Champion King Vampire, and Brent Oakley. Ring that bell. The bell sounds. This match is now underway. Mark Jones has a hold of Brent Oakley, and it looks like we're going to get a double team maneuver right off the bat. Double suplex connecting onto Brent Oakley. But now look at this, King Vampire. Elbow right to the temple of the assassin Mark Jones, but there's Brent Oakley with a bulldog on the King Vampire. But King Vampire connecting the neck breaker onto Brent Oakley. And now look at this, the assassin Mark Jones. Clubbing blow right in the back of the neck of King Vampire. And Brent Oakley sends Mark Jones tumbling outside of the ring. Oh my God, King Vampire DDT on the Brent Oakley, just landed right at the top of his head, but he was able to get that shoulder up at the count of 1. Already kicking this night off with some heavy action in this triple threat match. And man, now Brent Oakley, look at this. Belly to back suplex. Mark Jones just grabbed a baseball bat from under the ring, but Brent Oakley was quickly able to stop him from using that bat. And now Mark Jones with another blow to the back of the neck of King Vampire. Oh, Mark was able to counter whatever Brent Oakley was looking for. And now Mark Jones with the lifting inverted DDT. And King Vampire with a drop kick. Now King Vampire in firm control of Brent Oakley, sending him down face first onto the canvas. And now King Vampire's springboard moonsault. Going for the cover, but the assassin Mark Jones was right there. Not very smart by King Vampire. Now Brent Oakley, look at this. Belly to back suplex on the assassin. And the cover. They've got to stop going for the covers when the other opponent is just right there in front of them, just ready to break it up. Not a smart strategy. Definitely not a smart strategy. And now King Vampire and Brent Oakley double team maneuver. Oh, double backbreaker on the assassin Mark Jones. And now Brent Oakley, what is this? Oh my God! Knee right to the back of the head of King Vampire. But how the hell did King Vampire just get up from all that? And now Brent has Mark Jones up into the fireman's carry. Oh, sending him first off the top rope. And now King Vampire, sunset flip powerbomb. Executed beautifully. Oh, but Mark locking in the crossface. Oh, but King Vampire able to roll out of it. And a kick to the midsection connects. And now King Vampire with an enziguri. Jumping off the middle rope to connect it. Looks like Brent Oakley searching under the ring for something. He has a hold of a kendo stick. Oh, but King Vampire quickly able to stop him. Now Brent Oakley has a hold of King Vampire. Oh, and connecting the big ending right on the baseball bat. Ribs first. And now Mark sending King Vampire. Oh, never mind. He faked him out. Connecting a knee right to the face. Now King Vampire has Mark up in the fireman's carry. Oh, and just sending him down. Doomsday device and Brent Oakley with a running bulldog. Action all over the place in this triple threat match. I'll tell you what. Brent Oakley and Mark Jones alone in the ring until King Vampire shows up with a kendo stick. Oh! Look at him. He's just beating the hell out of Mark Jones with the kendo stick and Brent Oakley. And the kendo stick has been shattered. Oh, but King Vampire looking to put the finishing touches on this match. Connecting the end of Day's cover. But there's Brent Oakley quickly breaking things up before the count of one was even made. And now Brent Oakley, what the hell? Wheelbarrow neckbreaker on the King Vampire. And now Brent Oakley just sending King Vampire down. Oh, but there's Mark Jones. Oh, shot right to the back of the head of Brent Oakley. But now King Vampire, heavy offense onto the assassin, connecting the Falcon's arrow. But there's Brent Oakley. Oh! Ramming his hip right into the side of the face of King Vampire. And follows it up with a snapmare neckbreaker. King Vampire rolls out. And Brent Oakley is going up top. Mark Jones back to his feet. And Mark Jones takes down Brent Oakley with a sling blade. But there's King Vampire taking Mark Jones down with a kick right to the face. Oh, but Mark with a knee right to the face of King Vampire. Brent Oakley, what the hell was he thinking? Now Brent. Oh, back elbow to Mark Jones. But King Vampire breaks it up at the count of one. Holy hell, what a triple threat match. This is just the first match of the evening, too. But now King Vampire backbreaker and the neckbreaker onto Brent Oakley. Oh, Mark Jones has been busted open. But King Vampire is still answering back in this contest. Cover on the Mark. Oh, but only the count of two for the United States champion. Now King Vampire. Oh, leg drop right to the arm. About breaking the elbow. Brent Oakley searching under the ring yet again. He's got a sledgehammer this time. Oh, but King Vampire Saw that coming from a mile away. And now King Vampire, side Russian leg sweep, connecting onto Brent Oakley. Cover here. Oh, only the count of 1 for King Vampire. And now King Vampire connecting the Moonlight Drive onto Brent Oakley. But Brent Oakley's already recovering. But now Mark Jones. Oh, super kick right to the face of King Vampire. But Mark, not very smart, going for the cover when Brent was right there. You know your other opponents are not just going to let you win, right? And now Mark Jones with the small package driver onto Brent Oakley. But now Mark has a hold of King Vampire. Brent Oakley's on the outside. Oh, King Vampire with elbows right to the midsection of the Assassin. And a super kick right to the face. And a corkscrew moonsault. Cover. But Brent able to make it back in before the count of 1. But King Vampire takes him down with a DDT. King Vampire is in firm control of this triple threat match. Mark Jones is on the outside of the ring. If I were King Vampire, I would just finish this thing. Oh, but Brent Oakley not going to let that happen, connecting the running bulldog. And I believe King Vampire is busted open here. And now Brent sending the Assassin first off the top rope. And now Brent answering back in this contest. There you can see the blood on the forehead of King Vampire. Yeah, he's been busted open. Brent with a stunner. King Vampire rolling to the outside. And now Brent. Look at this. Brent with a spear. But Mark is slowly making it back to his feet. But Brent with the sledgehammer right to the midsection. Oh, but Mark answering back. King Vampire just grabbed a kendo stick from underneath the ring. Mark Jones and Brent Oakley going back and forth in the ring. But King Vampire with a kendo stick shot right to the back of Brent Oakley and one to the face of Mark Jones. And now Mark Jones and King Vampire going at it in the center of the ring. King Vampire sending Mark into the corner. Oh, Enziguri to the back of the head. And now sliding out to connect a German suplex. And now look at this. Brent Oakley and King Vampire on the outside of the ring. Just back and forth. And now look at this. King Vampire rubbing the dirt in the face of Brent Oakley. And now all 3 of these men back inside the ring until Brent Oakley sends Mark Jones tumbling out. He lands right in front of my announce table. Oh, Brent Oakley with the belly to back suplex on the King Vampire cover. No, still not enough for a victory. Oh, look at this. Mark Jones just taunting right in front of me. Brent just connected a backstabber on the King Vampire. But Mark decided that he was not going to break that up. And because of that, Brent Oakley just picks up a victory in this triple threat match. Mark is not the smartest competitor. Sometimes I question his strategies in matches sometimes. But Brent Oakley picks up a victory nonetheless. What a win. He picked up the victory at Walking on Pins and Needles, and now he picks up the victory here tonight in this triple threat match. First match of Decimation in the books tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, more tag team action. Actually, no, not more tag team. I don't know where that came from. Tag team action coming up next as the tag team champions, the men, will battle Vibe. Chris Nacho and Lumberjack, the reigning RUW World Tag Team Champions. But they will go up against Vibe, Aaron Matthews and Brandon Collins. Tag team action coming up next. tag team action coming up. World Tag Team Champions Chris Nitro and Lumberjack about to make their way out to the ring. And here they are. There you can see Chris Nitro with that hardcore championship around his waist. He retained that title against the Madhouse Jackal at Walking on Pins and Needles in an amazing RUW death match. It always seems to be the death matches that are absolute bangers here in RUW. World Tag Team Champions Chris Nitro and Lumberjack. And here is the man simply better than the rest, Aaron Matthews. Aaron Matthews making his RUW return here tonight, now signed to a full-time contract. So we are happy to hear about that. But here comes his Vibe tag team partner, the Spartan Brandon Collins. As I mentioned earlier, when Brent Oakley was making his entrance, Brandon Collins and Brent Oakley had a banger of a match at Walking on Pins and Needles. Go back and watch that if you like. Also, I decided to help y'all out. If you want to go back and watch Walking on Pins and Needles on YouTube, I put the match card in the comments. It is the pinned comment. It's the match card along with the timestamp. So if you just want to watch certain matches, I've helped you out a little bit there too. And I've decided I want to make that a thing going forward in future PLEs for RUW. And speaking of PLEs, our next PLE will be in the month of August. And it will be the RUW Bray Wyatt Memorial Show. So tune in for that. Whenever that goes up, man, rest in peace to a legend, Bray Wyatt. RUW will put on a memorial show for him. That'll be an annual thing. But now, let's focus back on the action. Aaron Matthews sending Chris Nitro into the corner. Oh! Combination of strikes in the corner. Big elbow to the face, and I think Aaron Matthews just tried to flip over Chris Nitro, but it didn't really work out the way it wanted to, I think. And now sending him into the corner. Oh my God, big kick to the face, about knocked his teeth into the third row. Aaron Matthews in firm control of this match at the moment, but Chris answering back with an elbow. Oh, but Aaron Matthews has a hold of Chris Nitro, sending him into the opposite corner. Now Aaron Matthews makes the tag to the Spartan Brandon Collins. Chris is dazed in the corner, and Brandon Collins is going to target that left ankle of Chris Nitro. And now Brandon Collins, big heavy strikes. Oh, takes him down with a chop block. Oh, Chris was about to make the tag to Lumberjack, but Brandon Collins is not going to let that happen. This is a very smart strategy by Brandon Collins. Target the legs of Chris Nitro. Because if a man can't stand, a man can't fight, you know? Very smart strategy. Now, what's Brandon Collins looking for here? Brandon Collins connecting the German suplex. Chris Nitro's in trouble here in the early goings of this match. Brandon Collins makes the tag out to Aaron Matthews. And Chris answering back with a drop kick. Chris finally able to get some much needed offense in this match. There's the body splash. And now Chris. Oh. Aaron now in firm control of Chris Nitro. Aaron with the Irish whip. Oh, Aaron was probably looking for a cutter or something, but Chris countered. These two just back and forth. But Aaron got the upper hand. Oh, but Chris Nitro countered and connecting the inverted DDT. These two just back and forth in this tag team contest. Now what's Chris thinking here? Chris with a drop kick right to the side of the head of Aaron Matthews. Oh, Brandon just got in a cheap shot on Chris Nitro. And now Chris sending Aaron Matthews into the corner. I don't know what the hell I just said. And now look at this, tying the left arm up between the ropes. Oh, Aaron answers back with an elbow. Now Aaron, oh, there's a shot right to the face. And Aaron Matthews connecting the bitter end. And the cover. Oh, only the count of one. The man simply better than the rest. Now look at this, Aaron standing eye to eye with Lumberjack. Oh, there's a shot right to the face. Aaron fired up. But Aaron's got to focus on Chris Nitro. Uh-oh, Aaron Matthews with the curb stomp on a Chris Nitro. He just did Lumberjack's finisher right in front of him. Now Aaron Matthews sending Chris into the corner. Now what's Aaron thinking here? Aaron with an enziguri from the middle rope. And Chris making the much-needed tag to Lumberjack. Oh! But Lumberjack got caught. Superman punched by Aaron Matthews. But only the count of two. Holy hell. Now Aaron Matthews is going to target the legs of Lumberjack here. Again, a very smart strategy. Brandon Collins did that a little bit ago with Chris Nitro. And now Aaron's going to do that with Lumberjack. And now what is he thinking here? Uh-oh, he's got Lumberjack up. He could be thinking vertebreaker. And it connects. Break somebody's spine doing that move. And now Aaron with the swinging neck breaker onto Lumberjack. Aaron Matthews in firm control of this tag team match. In his RUW return, he is absolutely killing it. And now Aaron with a knee right to the face, sending Lumberjack's nose right into the 6th row. Aaron in firm control. I know I keep saying that. And there's another knee right to the face of Lumberjack. Lumberjack's going to need some facial reconstruction surgery when this match is said and done. Now Aaron Matthews. Oh, Lumberjack entering back with elbows to the midsection. Lumberjack needs that much-needed offense. Uppercut right to the chin, right underneath the jaw of Aaron Matthews. And now look at this, just beating the living hell out of him here. Now Lumberjack has a hold of Aaron Matthews and connecting the suplex. Oh, I think Aaron was trying to make the tag to Brandon Collins, but Lumberjack's not going to let that happen. But Aaron just sprung right back up to his feet. And now Aaron has Lumberjack up. Feast your eyes. And the cover. But Chris Nitro, oh! In his attempt to break up the pinfall, which was successful, he inadvertently took out the official. I hope the official's okay. He seems to have got up okay. Enziguri from the 2nd rope by Aaron Matthews. And Aaron absolutely fired up, feeding off the energy from this crowd. And now Aaron with the knee to the face of Chris Nitro. The tag team champions are in trouble. This is a non-title match though. Aaron Matthews, oh, kick right to the face of Lumberjack. But now Chris, oh, he's probably looking to take out Aaron Matthews, and Aaron Matthews just takes out Chris with a springboard moonsault. Vibe is in firm control of this tag team match, all thanks to Aaron Matthews. But Chris able to take him down. Kick right to the midsection. Now Chris has Aaron Matthews up into the fireman's carry. And now Chris with the snake eyes in the corner. Now Chris has regained control of this match. Oh, but Aaron has a hold of him here and sitting him down with the electric chair. Now Aaron Matthews, oh, was probably looking for a ripcord clothesline or a ripcord knee or something, but Chris countered. Oh, Chris was looking for that body splash, but Aaron Matthews got the knees up. Just when Chris Nitro thinks that he is going to... Oh, my God! Aaron Matthews just drops Chris Nitro right on the top of his head. But I was going to say, every time Chris Nitro thinks he's in firm control of this match, Aaron Matthews just answers back. But now Brandon Collins is the legal man for his team. Now Brandon, look at this. Holy hell! Turning Chris Nitro inside out. Brandon fired up. What a tag team match this is. Brandon back inside the ring. Oh, but Chris with a springboard drop kick right to the face of the Spartan. Now Chris tagging out to Lumberjack. Oh, but Brandon kicked right to the midsection and a shot right to the jaw. But Lumberjack right back up. Now Lumberjack has a hold of Brandon Collins. Oh, sending him into the corner. Oh, and Lumberjack with an uppercut. And now look at this. Lumberjack with a stomp right to the chest of the Spartan Brandon Collins. Brandon is in trouble here. Lumberjack tagging out to Chris Nitro. Oh, but Chris got caught. Nia Glory connects. But Lumberjack quickly breaking things up. Oh, Brandon with a double stomp right to the face. That'll certainly daze you. Oh, he just hit a moonsault off the bottom rope. The athleticism of Brandon Collins. Oh, no. Was so close for a victory. But Chris got his shoulder up at the last possible second there. Now Brandon sending Chris into the corner. And Brandon makes a tag to Aaron Matthews. Double team move coming up. Holy hell. Aaron Matthews takes down Chris with a neck breaker. And now Aaron has Chris Nitro up. Wait a minute. Aaron Matthews with the GTS. Stealing the finisher of Chris Nitro. And that is a victory. Chris Nitro just got beaten with his own finishing move. How humiliating that has to be for Chris Nitro. And Bob picks up the victory. What a win for Aaron Matthews and Brandon Collins here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we are still not done with the action. As coming up next, Lucy will battle the United States champion, Lucy will battle the United States champion, the Intercontinental champion, JT, my bad. Lucy versus Lucy versus JT. Coming up next. Accidentally dropped my phone. And hurt my knee in the process. The door has swung open. The darkness has hit the arena. And Lucy has arrived. There he is, the Raven, the Prophet. Lucy, a former WEF United States champion, a former RUW World Heavyweight champion. He's making his way down to the ring right now. Lucy ready to go. He's ready for some action. And here is the newly crowned Intercontinental Champion, the man who defeated Mark Jones at Walking on Pins and Needles to become Intercontinental Champion. It's JT. JT, one hell of an athlete here in RUW, previously competing in WEF, being a former WEF Intercontinental Champion. But now he holds that title in RUW. JT ready for some competition against the Raven Lucy. And there's the bell. And now Lucy, with an uppercut right off the bat, about knocking JT's chin off of his face. What is it with everybody wanting to reconstruct the facial features of their opponents here tonight? I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it. And now Lucy sending JT face first into the canvas. Now picking him up. But JT answers back with a jawbreaker. And now JT, big heavy strikes onto Lucy there. There's one right to the noggin. And now look at this, JT, was looking for the captain's hook submission hold. But Lucy's feet were too close to the ropes. He probably should have gone for that submission a little closer to the center of the ring. And now Lucy, look at him answering back in this contest. Look at this. He's just raking away at the face of JT here. The ref needed to get in there and break that up. But now JT has regained control. Knee right to the midsection of Lucy. Actually, I wouldn't necessarily say regained control. I don't think he had any control in this match. Now both of these men on the outside of the ring. JT takes out Lucy with a flying clothesline. Now JT, he had a hold of Lucy, but Lucy with some shots, with some elbow strikes to the midsection. He's answering back in this one-on-one match. Now both men inside the ring. Look at this, JT with some more heavy strikes. Kick right to the midsection. Takes Lucy down to a knee. Now JT, back elbow right to the face of the Raven. Now JT into the cover. But only the count of one by JT. Now look at this, JT rolling through it. Just squeezing the midsection of Lucy there. Just trying to squeeze the breath out of him. But Lucy regaining control of this match. He's got JT in the corner. And now Lucy, with a kick to the left ankle of the Intercontinental Champion. And now Lucy with the fallen angel and the cover. No, only the count of two. I thought this was about to be a quick match, but JT got the shoulder up at the count of two. And now he is in control of this match once again, dropping the elbow on the kidneys of Lucy. And again. And JT, look at him feeding off the energy from this crowd. And now JT talking his trash. JT with a clothesline takes down Lucy, and another one. Now look at this. JT building up steam. And now look at this. JT in the corner, tuning up the band. Super kick right to the jaw of Lucy and the cover. But only the count of two for the Intercontinental Champion, JT. But Lucy sweeping the legs out from underneath him. Now Lucy, stomp to the right arm, the right elbow of JT, and a kick right to the back. And now JT pulling himself up in the corner. Oh, but Lucy with a shot right to the face. Now Lucy, Irish whip. Oh, knee right to the midsection. JT was probably looking for a counter, but Lucy countered his counter with a knee to the midsection and again raking away at the face. And now Lucy with another stomp to the right arm of JT. Lucy just targeting the limbs. He is picking apart the Intercontinental Champion here. And now Lucy heading up to the top rope. What's he thinking here? Lucy with the coup de grace. And the cover. Oh, but again, still only the count of 2 here. Not enough for a victory. So now Lucy is going to go back to picking apart JT piece by piece. Oh, but JT caught the leg and connecting the dragon screw. Oh, and Lucy rolling out. But now he's stepping back in. Now Lucy has a hold of JT. Got him up against the ropes. And now Lucy. Oh, stomp right to the chest of JT. And now look at this. Lucy lining up JT was looking for another fallen angel. But JT had that one scouted. Caught the arm. And now JT. Hanging Lucy up out to dry. And now Lucy pulling himself up in the corner. And now JT with a drop kick to the back. Now look at this. JT just stomping away on Lucy in the corner. Dropping the elbow on the back. And now JT. Drop kick right to the face. Now JT. Just taking down Lucy there. And now JT on the apron. He's lining Lucy up. And JT with the springboard clothesline. Finishing move connects, cover. And that is a victory for the Intercontinental Champion, JT. JT able to defeat the Raven Lucy here tonight. What a big win for the Intercontinental Champion. I believe that has ended Lucy's winning streak recently, because he was on a good winning streak up until he was defeated by JT here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up, it's main event time. We saw the in-ring debut of Sethi at Walking on Pins and Needles, and he didn't really impress there. Not able to get much offense in his match with Swamp Man, and was defeated by Swamp Man. But tonight, he battles the World Heavyweight Champion, the Nemesis James Taylor. And, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for commentary, as I mentioned at the start of the show, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Alexander Kelly, the general manager of RUW. Yo, what's up, Mr. Black? Yeah, this is main event time. My younger brother, Sethi, honestly, I trained him in the power plant for a few months, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I am just only a little disappointed in him. But hey, losses happen. You get up, you move on. And look at this. Tonight, he is battling the Nemesis James Taylor. I hope he is ready. I hope the nerves don't get to him. I hope he takes down the Nemesis James Taylor. And I'll tell you this right now. The Shield, unfortunately, is not here tonight. They had other business to handle. They had other business to take care of. But man, I want to issue a challenge right here, right now. All right, I want to issue a challenge to the Nemesis James Taylor. James, I want me and you in the ring one-on-one next week. But I'll make a proposition for you, James. Next week, if you have the balls to accept my open challenge, it'll be non-title. okay? Because I know you're scared to put your world title on the line. Oh, I don't want to give it back to you, Alexander. No, I'm the world champion. I'm the top guy. Listen here, James, you son of a bitch. You arrogant, egotistical son of a bitch. The only reason you turned on me was because you wanted everything that I had, all right? When I made Out for Blood, I tried to make it all about us, you know? I tried to make Out for Blood, this whole group, all about us, okay? Yeah, you want to sit here and you want to come up with the excuse of, oh, you beat me at RUW Combat Zone. Yeah, I did. But I'll be honest, the better man won. But it looks like me defeating you doesn't matter. Because you decide to assault me backstage and take my Tournament of Hardcore Championship anyway. And what do? You decide to waste it. Alright? I made the rules that the Tournament of Hardcore Champion must cash in on the Hardcore Championship. That's why it is called the Tournament of Hardcore, James. What do you decide to do? You decide to waste that championship, and you cashed in on the Internet Championship instead. Well, props to you. You actually succeeded on your cash in. But James, matter of fact, I'm actually happy that you're holding more than one piece of gold here. Because here is the Nemesis James Taylor coming out here with my World Heavyweight Championship and the Internet Championship, all right? I'm actually glad he's holding more than one piece of gold, because that means the Shield has more to take from the Nemesis James Taylor. There's a reason I called Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns of anybody I could have called. One, they have experience. They know how to pick people apart. They know how to take things from people. They know how to make people suffer. And second, they know a thing or two about backstage assaults and injuries and relinquishing championships. All right? So they know exactly how I feel, and they know exactly how bad I want to pick this man apart right here. So, James, open challenge. All right? If you have the balls to accept, it'll be me and you in the main event next week of RUW Decimation. Non-title, okay, because I know you're afraid of getting your ass handed to you by the man who made you who you are today, by the way. If it wasn't for Out for Blood, you probably wouldn't have a job right about now. You know? You'd probably still be refereeing matches. So, James, you should be thanking me that I actually gave you some relevancy here. And I know I'm going on a tirade here, Mr. Black, but I apologize. This man right here, my insurance policy, is the man who turned on me? Hang on a fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? The Nemesis turned on me, okay? Because he wanted everything that I had, okay? He wanted to be at the top of the mountain. But James, listen. You're a veteran in this business, and I'm glad to have you in this company, all right? But one of these days, it's not going to be all about you anymore. Matter of fact, it shouldn't be all about you, because a new generation of wrestlers have stepped in to replace old bags like you. You know what I'm saying? All right? So you should go back home. You should go back to doing your little podcast. You shouldn't be in this company anymore. The only reason I wanted help from you is to take this company over together. But you decided to be a selfish little bastard, okay? You decided to be a selfish little bastard, all right? Injured my leg, okay? Take me out of action, and I had to resort to calling Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, okay? The two biggest threats that you will ever come across in this business, James. So, James, if I'm you, all right, I would get myself an army of credible opponents. I would watch my back, because me, Rollins, and Reigns are out for your blood. You can hold the championships for now, but I can guarantee you this. Whenever the Shield show back up here in RUW, you're a dead man. But that's all I have to say for now, Mr. Black. Wow, bold words from the general manager, Alexander Kelly. issuing a challenge to James Taylor for the main event of next week in a non-title match. But Alexander, what do you think about your younger brother competing here in RUW? What do you think about Sethi now being a star here in RUW? That's a good question. Honestly, I'm proud of him. He came up short. He wasn't very impressive at walking on pins and needles. But now he's in the main event against the nemesis James Taylor. And he better bring the fight, because I do not want James to be victorious in this match. But hey, I'll tell you what, win or lose, okay, win or lose for Sethi here, I'm going to be impressed with him nonetheless. But James just hit a spine buster, but he only got a count of 2. Sethi, you need to get up, you need to bounce back in this match, because the nemesis James Taylor doesn't deserve shit in this business anymore. Okay, a bold declaration from the general manager, Alexander Kelly. Alexander, when can we expect the Shield to show up again? That's a good question. The very first time that we saw the Shield was at the RUW Decimation house show that took place in Pittsburgh just the other day, all right? That's when I introduced my surprise. That's when I let the whole world know that James was a man who assaulted me and that I had some backup now. But you can expect to see the Shield next week. Next week at RUW Decimation, you can expect to see them there. But I'm going to let you know this ahead of time. Rollins and Reigns, they have told me that they are out for the tag team titles. So, if I am the nemesis... No, I'm sorry. If I am the RUW World Tag Team Champions, Chris Nitro and Lumberjack, I would certainly be watching my back. I would certainly be watching my back. You know what I'm saying? But now, the nemesis, with an elbow right to the face of Sethi. It's Mr. Black calling the action again. James with an elbow right to the face of Sethi. And man. And now James, look at this, just picking apart Sethi, trying to get the energy from the crowd. James doesn't deserve energy from the crowd, Mr. Black. And look at this. He's such a dumbass, locking in the fucking camel clutch right next to the ropes. That is the ring awareness that I have taught Sethi. He may be a rookie, but he knows what he's doing in that ring. Yeah, he may know what he's doing, but now, what's James looking for here? He's got Sethi up into the fireman's carry on the middle rope, and the the attitude adjustment from the middle rope. I almost forgot the name of my move there for a second, and that is a victory for the nemesis James Taylor. Son of a bitch. All right. James, you win this time, okay? You got lucky this time. You defeated a rookie. Congratulations, okay? Yeah, such a big accomplishment. But James, next week, the Shield will be here, okay? Good luck getting an army full of relevant people. If I were you, I would suggest getting people in their prime, all right? I would suggest getting people who, I mean, they can have a little bit of experience because, you know, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, they have their experience, but they are in their prime. I would suggest getting people who are still in their prime. People who still have a lot of years left to go, all right? That's my suggestion for you, all right? And once you build up your army, it's war, James. You turned your back on me. You took my championships, all because you were a selfish little bitch who just wanted the spotlight, who just wanted the championship, who feels like that I stole the spotlight from him with Out for Blood. James, you got lucky I put you in Out for Blood. But, you know, General Manager Alexander Kelly, out. I said everything that I wanted to say, and yeah, that's all I need to say. All right. Well, it has been Alex Black and Alexander Kelly calling commentary in the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in if you did. and join us next week for another episode of RUW Decimation. Deuces.